It's tax refund season, baby. It's the best time of the year. The question is, with that tax money you get back, should you save it all? Should you go and spend it all? Should you pay off extra toward your mortgage or your car loan? What should you do with that money? I have a full game plan laid out for you guys. It's super easy to understand. I'm really going to enjoy sharing this with you guys today. Tax refund time. It's the best time of the year. You get a tax refund. It's like Christmas, but better because you don't have to spend any money. You just get money back. Tens of millions of Americans are about to get their tax refund checks back, and the average tax refund is over $3,000. That's awesome. Average tax return, $3,000. So the question is, what do you do with that money? I have a full game plan laid out. It's so simple, and it's a game plan I've always done, and I think you guys will really enjoy doing this game plan as well. Now, for the scenario, we're going to break it down like you're that average person that gets $3,000 tax refund back. And basically, we're going to break it into four things. I call it the 25% plan. 25% of the money is going to go to one thing, 25% to another, 25% to another, and the last 25% is to another subject. So, I made an illustration for you guys. Tax refund. 25% of the money you get back in that refund should go toward a rainy day fund. What a rainy day fund is, that's a fictitious name I made up, which basically means hide it under the mattress, keep it in your safe, whatever. You want it in cash, 25% of the refund you get back in cash, and it just sits there for a rainy day for when you have something go wrong, an expense that came out of nowhere that you were not expecting. Maybe you chew a cheeseburger and you break off your tooth and you got this $800 dentist bill, whatever. That's what that 25% tax refund is. For when something bad happens and you need some money laying around and you don't want to have to go into your main savings. Another 25% of it, I want you to put that toward your favorite stock. Now, you might not know anything about the stock market, about stocks, those kinds of things, but if you're one of those people, I want you to just pick out a big company that you are like, you know what, I like that company a lot. I'm going to buy their products in the future. I want to invest in them. So maybe it's Apple, maybe it's Google, maybe you drink a lot of Coca-Cola and you're like, I love Coca-Cola, that's like the greatest thing ever. I'm going to buy Coca-Cola stock. Maybe you go to McDonald's every Thursday, buy McDonald's stock, something like that if you don't know. And if you do know a bit about stocks, put it in your favorite stock, whatever one you believe in. Just stick that money there. It's for the next 5, 10, 15 years, however many years. It's a long-term investment. You don't have to worry about it, look at it every day. That's where another 25% of the money is going. Another 25%, I want you putting it into a CD account. So you're going to open that at a bank or a credit union, and you want to open about a 3-year CD so you get a little bit of interest. Now, you're not going to hit a ton of interest on the money. You'll get maybe 2, 3, 4% maybe at the most on a CD account. But that money is similar to a rainy day fund, except you're not going to want to dig into that, because if you do pull that CD out before it matures, you pretty much lose all the interest on it. So that's where it differs from kind of a rainy day fund or just putting into a savings account. This one, you really have the incentive to keep it in there and earn a little bit of interest on it at the same time. And the last 25%, for those of you who were thinking I was going to put another type of thing like saving it or put it toward investments or put it toward bills, no. Spend it. Spend it on yourself. You earned it. You worked your ass off all year. Spend the other 25%. If you live by yourself, buy something you've been wanting to buy yourself. Maybe you want the newest iPhone or the newest Samsung phone, or maybe you want, a new MacBook or something. Buy yourself that. Go, if you have a family, and you didn't get to buy your kids what you really wanted to buy them for Christmas, you didn't get to buy them that Xbox One or whatever, now you have the money. Now you have the money to do it. Go buy that with your, the 25%. Spend it on yourself. Make yourself feel good about yourself. Don't just put that last 25% towards savings, because you know what? You deserve it. You deserve it. You worked your ass off all year. Now, it's not smart to go spend 100% like some people do. They get that check back and they just can't wait to spend it all. Do what I say. Spend the 25%. You'll be safe. And that's the game plan. It's so simple. Millions of people should do that. A lot of people don't do that. A lot of people either spend it all or they just save it all or they don't know what to do with it. That's the 25 game plan I have for you guys. Thanks for watching this, subscribers. If you haven't subscribed, you may want to. I talk a lot about business, financial markets, and a lot about personal finance. And on Fridays, I always do a personal finance Friday video, and you never want to miss that. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.